So, today I'm going to show you a quick and easy trick to track your camera in Blender for VFX projects. Camera tracking is an essential step in any VFX project, and it can be time-consuming and frustrating, especially if you're working on a tight deadline. But with this trick, you'll be able to track your camera quickly and accurately, saving you time and energy. It's going to be beginner-friendly, so anyone can follow this. So, let's jump right into it. So, first we're going to see how to import the video to your scene and how to match the colors. Then we're going to start the tracking, and after the tracking is done, we're going to clean up the keyframe, so we can get a better result. And then we'll solve the camera and set up the tracking scene and look at some settings. And also, I'll be showing you some troubleshoots along the way. Now that we've seen what we're going to do, let's get into it. When you open Blender, you'll see the VFX option there. Select that to access the default setup. Once it is opened, you will notice the option to open there. Go ahead and locate where your video is, and open it. After it has opened, you should see the video right here. You will notice that the video doesn't look the same. To fix this, go to Render Properties, and scroll all the way down and open Color Management, and change it from Filmic to Standard, and that should fix the issue. But before we start tracking, you should go ahead and match the keyframes of your video. Just play the video and see where it ends and set the keyframe to it. After all of this has been done, let's start auto tracking. In ordinary method, you'd have to add the marker all by yourself and track each of them separately for good result. But today I will show you how to automate this process. In the left panel you can see several options. In the Track tab you'll see the Detect Feature option. Go ahead and click on it, and when you do, you will see several markers appearing on your video. These are markers which will track your scene. And when you have selected it, you'll see a small drop-down menu appearing in bottom left corner. Go ahead and open. You'll see several options there, which you can adjust those settings to for more or less markers. But you have to keep in mind that you must at least have 8 markers in every frame. After you're confident with the setting, go ahead and press this button. It will track the whole scene. But if you get some error, most of the time the issue will be that you don't have enough trackers in some frames. If that's the issue, go through the whole scene carefully, and whenever you see that there is less than 8 trackers, go ahead and press to Detect Features again, and that should fix it all. For me, everything went smoothly. After you have tracked the whole scene, in the bottom you'll see the Graph Editor tab. Make it big and see if you have any single crazy spikes. If you do, then go ahead and delete. Make sure no to delete those which are in bundles. As you can see, I have few of those, so I'm going to delete these spikes. But don't delete too many trackers, or it will just increase the issue even more. After you have completed the tracking and cleanup process, we're now going to solve the camera, which will let us know if our scene is good enough to use for VFX or not. To solve camera, go to Solve tab in left side panel. There you will see some options which you can check by yourself. For now, we're just gonna focus on tracking. There you will see an option for keyframe. There you can manually put keyframes, or you can just check the box, and it will automatically select the best keyframe. So for me, I'm going to check this box. And then just press Solve Camera button, and then it will use some number in top right corner. Generally it should be under 1.0 pix, the lower the better. But if for some reason you're getting it a lot higher, then you can delete some crazy spike, but make sure not to go too crazy, or it will increase the problem immensely. Or it could be because your footage is too noisy and it's also tracking the noise. Or you have deleted too many keyframes, and if that's the issue, then you'd need to add some more keyframes and track it once again. For me, everything went fine. To set up the scene, it is really easy. Scroll down to the bottom in Solve tab and press Set Up Camera Scene, and then it will set up the scene for you. Then you can move the layout to your preference. To change the opacity or any changes, select the camera and go to Object Data Properties, and open Background Images. There you will find many options which you can play with. After you have set up the tracking scene, in the outliner, you will see that 2 new collections have been made named Foreground and Background. Both of these collections will be rendered separately, which will help you immensely in compositing. When you switch to cycles, you will notice that you can't see your scene, that is because the background isn't set to transparent. To set it to transparent, go to Render Properties, then open the Film drop-down, and there you will see the option named Transparent. Go ahead and check, and that should work. And that wraps up the video. I hope you learned something new from this video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. We also have a Discord server which you can join to ask any question or just to have fun.